Shout out, this is Lawrence D. Adams. When spirituality and the game combines, you have the thinking class. Today, we're talking about letting go of toxic relationship. This is the end of the series this week. We want you to chime in, call in. You're on Facebook, on Instagram, you can call me and call in so that we can chop it up. What did you learn this week about toxic relationships? And then also, you may not have agreed with what we shared or what was shared on here. You have an opportunity to share today and actually let me know what you think about what was being said. You may not agree with what I said, but you're like, you know what? Let me come in and say, this is what I don't agree. I'm going to put the link shortly inside of the chat room where you can actually come in. If you come in on the back end, I got to know who you are and you're going to have to cam up. Be very clear. And if I don't know who you are, you definitely got to cam up. If I know who you are, I'll let you go. But call in and let me know what you think. What's going on, Bernie L? What's going on? What's going on, Tara? What's going on? Let's get it going today. You know, I'm in the building right now, looking like fresh money, ready to get it started, lying in the back. Shout out to everyone that's in the chat room. What's going on? You're gonna beam up soon. Good. So I want you to make sure when you beam up, we're talking about anyone who beam up is going to be about toxic relationships. We're going to talk about what we talk about today. And you might not agree with what Jono and I shared or what some other people came up and shared, but you got an opportunity today to actually chime in and say what you want to say about it. So I'm looking forward to hearing from everyone. So that'll be good. Thank you. I appreciate that, Bernie L. So shout out to everybody that's in the chat room. I know here is sort of Fly High Friday and it's snowing outside, man. I can't believe that it's snowing like this outside. Man, this is crazy. I woke up and then it's snow out there. Now I got to move my mobile out the play, out of I got to move my vehicle and really move it from where it is. Man, this is crazy. I wasn't looking to do this, but we didn't skate it past last year with no snow where I was at. Now we got snow. So shout out to everybody that's here. Let's get it started. Let me know how you're doing in the chat room. I know people are coming in. They're coming in a minute as we get going. But yes, it is snow outside. Man, it is wow. And the salt trucks have not been out there. So shout out to everybody. This is Lawrence D. Adams. This is Lawrence D. Adams. So we're here today. We are ready to go. You see, I got that trusty pendant right there. Yeah. What's going on, John the W? Peace to you, brother. Appreciate everybody's super chats and cash apps and everything they've been doing. I appreciate it. It is definitely going towards the broadcast of what we do here. I'm going to purchase some more equipment. So we're going to see another camera. We'll see some lights. We want to make this as professional as if you're seeing it on TV or whatever the case may be. So it has that professional feel to what we're doing. So I want everybody to know, don't think Cash App is going to me buy some jerk chicken. No, it's going to actually get things for this broadcast to get the lighting right. I want the lighting right. Then the ability to do what we're doing. Oh, it's 8 degrees there? Man, it was 18 last time I seen him. Don't even start. Don't start, Tara. I know it's nice and sunny here. Don't start. We're playing right away. Be back Sunday, right for work. Work in church. Well, church is closed. We'll be right there. But shout out to everybody in the chat room. Let's get started. What we're talking about today. Let me drop the music right quick. Yeah, I like that. That's pretty smooth what I got going on. It is pretty smooth. Let me later. Tonight. Drop it a little bit. So shout out to everyone in the chat room. This is Lawrence D. Adams, where spirituality and the game combines. Shout out to everyone who's going to come in. Today we're talking about. Let me put the link in there for everybody. Copy. If you're going to beam up, please. I'm going to tell you right now. If you beam up, understand when you beam up, if you start hearing the music come on, that means it's time for you to pull back. And I know some people like to get long-winded and going. We got to make sure it's tight and right. So I want to definitely talk about that today. So we're talking about the end of, toxic relationships. We want to talk the end of it. What's going on, Cerise? What's going on? People, Joe Blige, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on, everybody? What's going on? So we coming to the end of talking about toxic relationships. Yesterday was really good because we went in on the business side that a lot of times we do not talk about. We assume everybody knows and they don't know. So we talked about the business side of the toxic relationship and understanding the psychology of your customer and how they may be toxic, how you can turn that toxic relationship with your customer around so that it works for you and keeps you bringing in good business. And if you don't understand that, what happens is you end up leaving money on the table that could have been for you. But let me say something also with toxic, sometimes with toxic relationships. Let me say something else about toxic relationship when it comes to the customer side of it. And I said this yesterday, the customer is not always right. If you say that again, the customer is not always right, but you got to know how to make the situation right. And sometimes the reason why the customer is complaining is because you have not charged them enough. John, I know you came right in on that one.
What's going on, bro? You good?
Huh?
Good?
You're good. I know you came in right on that one. We haven't charged the customer enough. That's why they are toxic.
It's true. You haven't told them what the bill is. Right?
Yeah. You haven't charged them. So a lot of times people are toxic because you have not put the clamps on them on how much you need to charge. So what happens is but I don't want to make this. I know we're talking about, I know we're talking about toxic relationships as far as with the workplace and the customers. Sometimes you're dealing with toxic relationships or toxic customers because you have not charged them enough. And sometimes you balling yourself and you're dealing with people who are going to complain because they're looking for something for free. I see it too many times. Man. And the customer is like, well, I'm right. You got to do it. And you're dealing with some toxicity because you have not put a price tag on what you do.
It's true. And they have an automatic expectation of what you're supposed to be fulfilling when you got a business to run. You've got a investment that you're trying to make. And if you don't get your worth out of it, why would you want to even continue?
Right.
You know, like Fat Joe says, that's the old price, you know?
Right.
The solutions from yesteryear aren't going to have the same price tag as today.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Some of y'all ain't had a successful relationship for 20 years and y'all trying the same old moves today. And you wonder why you're getting a third of the result because the price done gone up. And you don't know the price you're supposed to be paying for what you're getting now.
Dude, man, why you doing that, man? You pulling back the covers on that one because that's the truth. Sometimes we have looked at the economy in the relationship and not really thought about that what I did 20 years ago can't work 20 years to where I'm at now.
It's true. Some of y'all don't even know how to get a conversation going through the text messages. Some of y'all don't know how to get a conversation going through the DMs. Some of y'all still wondering why you asked the person the first time you talked to them to meet you at the coffee shop and they ain't show up. It's because you working with some 20-year-old ideas, you know? Mm-hmm. Nowadays, everybody think they're going to get kidnapped. You better build a rapport with somebody.
That's right.
You better build up some type of nomenclature, some type of congruency before you meet up with somebody.
Dude, you telling the truth right there. My thing is I have a protocol that I go through before we even meet up. And if you don't meet that protocol, I'm meeting you in public. Mm-hmm. I would say by a police station, but I'm meeting you in public. Trust me, I'm meeting you in public. You're not just coming over to my house or knowing where I live at. Damn, no one even know let you know what I'm driving.
Exactly. I got people quizzing me. I'm not even in the dating circle. I got people quizzing me on all kinds of what you drive, what you got this, what you got that, where you go. I'm like, listen, I don't have to answer no questions. I just happen to be somebody. Your curiosity. I'm not here to fulfill your curiosity unless I was pursuing something. And guess what? I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? That really sparks more curiosity when you figure out, well, why aren't you in the pursuit of? What are you, gay? You know, what's wrong with you?
Oh man,
You know why wouldn't you want somebody that looks like me? Why wouldn't you? Just I don't feel like answering any questions. Like, why can't you just be settled with the fact that I'm just comfortable the way I am? You know what I'm saying?
that's the first thing. There's no shit. No, I don't want nobody to. They talking about the gays and this and that. Don't even try it, because I hear y'all about to go into a tailspin, dude. But that's the first thing.
That's the first thing they say.
First shaming tactic that's been used. Oh, you must be
I
gay.
might just be happily married with kids. You know, might just be. You know, just because you can't break that particular force field doesn't take away from any of your confidence. I might just be taken. What's wrong with that? And it happens all the time. It happens all the time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I want to respect my own privacy, so I'm not going to here to tell you my whole story. But you know, some of these ladies, they just go way too far. Then they get offended when you don't respond.
Right. Why you not responding the way I think you should respond? What it,
that's when the list comes up. So
mm-hmm.
you must be, you know, you definitely ain't no player, because players respond to their action. They're used to hearing from the players. They're used to hearing people with the game. But what if you just, you know, why can't we just have a conversation? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Why you got to take it down a road where you got to find out you lost before we even started talking? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm here to help. I'm willing to help no matter what. I'm willing to help. And I think if I see somebody in trouble, I'll start talking to them. But then they go take it down this other road where I'm supposed to provide the help. And that's not true.
Right.
I'm willing, just like on the thinking class, I'm willing to give you everything I know with nothing in return. Have you ever met a guy like that? Maybe that's the problem, young lady. Maybe you keep meeting people that want something in return and ain't willing to give you nothing.
Mm.
You're still meeting the wrong people. Maybe I could be a genuine friend and offer you something that you didn't have to pay for, and you can look the other way and don't have to ever pay it back. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But I get that a lot. But then in the industry that I work in at night, it's to be expected. Some people are full of insecurity. Some people are full of, you know, give and take and bartering and stuff like that. And you know what? Sometimes it's to be expected. But guess what? I'm just I'm just there to provide a service just like everybody else. If I'm there to play music, then I'm there obviously not because I'm looking for, you know, something. You know what I'm saying? I'm obviously not there for the same reasons the other guys are there for. So pick up on that first.
Right. And that's where a lot of misunderstandings take place when it comes into the dynamics between, say, that interaction right there. And that's why it's so important.
You want to hear something funny? A lot of guys, they get all up in their feelings. Like, yo, why is that guy hanging out with all the girls? Blah, blah, blah. They start thinking instantly, I must be, you know, rolling, you know, thick knots of money and everything. Like, no, we all just chill. Why can't you just be chill?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe peep that game. Why don't you just align yourself and open your ears and just let them talk for a little while? You might, you know, end up with a friend. And I'd rather hook up with a friend that I made than somebody who I just assumed was, you know, sexually congruent.
Right.
You're going to be connected on a whole deeper level.
And that's what most people miss right there when it comes to, say, in the dating relationship thing, when it comes down to that. Man, I'm telling you, this week, talking about this toxic relationship has unearthed a whole bunch of stuff, dude. Did you hear me?
I can imagine.
I got phone calls, messages, conversations. Why'd you say that? Who, what, whoop, whoop, whoop. Like they say what they say, whoop-de, 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 whoop-de do. All that. But you know what? It's good to have this conversation at the beginning of the year. First, I was against it. Honestly, I was against it. Like, I don't want to talk about it's the new year. But then when I thought about it, why not deal with toxic relationships talking about it at the beginning of the year?
Did you tell him that when toxic relationships start?
When? When does it start?
Did you tell him when?
No, go tell him. She look to you, Unique.
Toxic relationships start on the first day.
When?
People think just because you thought you made a good choice that that relationship ain't toxic. You know the pattern of your toxic relationships, and you can backtrack them to the first day.
Bingo.
What did you allow? What did you just say, LDA? You allowed somebody to pay for something which wasn't the right price because your list of requisites was never met, but you allowed them in, you broke your rules, and now you got a toxic relationship. It happened on the first day.
And what happens is a lot of people place the blame on the other individual and not the choice that they made on the first day. That's the whole thing that's going on my Facebook page now with what I said. Well, I put it out there purposely.
But you want to hear something funny? People start to say, "Oh, well, if you have all this big list of requisites, then you're never going to meet nobody." That is actually true. But we didn't say for you to sacrifice your basic needs. We said don't have a list that people or a whole list of things that people can never achieve to meet your happiness in the first day. It's not going to happen. But you do have basic needs. You have basic communicative needs that you know that if you don't meet on somebody, if you're constantly having to correct somebody on the first date, you ever had that problem?
Oh my God! Oh my!
Where the person's so wrapped up in themselves, they're not listening, and you don't repeat it yourself like 2-3 times. Run. That's a toxic entry right there.
Dun 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 dun. Run.
When they're trying to do the most because they think it worked on every other date, but you are actually individual. You this person may not be used to anything that you like. And guess what? If you don't see the person at least make the quick adjustment, a quick paradigm shift, a quick shift on a dime to see. Wait. Let me just pay attention to what this girl just said. Let me pay attention to what this guy just said. He said something very important, and I missed it. I need to now go back because I thought my game was going to work the way it always worked. And this person might have a different level of specialty in them, and I'm not paying attention. But guess what? You can miss the mark, and you can start a toxic relationship because you started off on the wrong foot.
My point exactly. That's why I just said this earlier today. I was talking to someone. You have to set your intentions, and Tara just put it in there, at the beginning of the interaction. You can't get mad. What's that saying that we know? Life is not a what? It's not a, what is it? Not up to chance, but life is not a matter of chance, but it's a matter of what?
Choice.
There it is. Oh man, I ain't hear myself echo.
I mean, think about this. All right. You can mess it up on the first day by you going back to some of the relationships that you've always had, and these people do the same thing to you all the time. You could track that activity back to the first day and realize, wait, this person was stepping on my face from the first day. Why did I accept this level of toxicity? You accepted it from the first day.
Dude, you all in my conversation this morning.
You have been going and complaining to your other friends about what you've been going through, but you don't realize if you go back, this person has been multiplying their same effort. The same taker in your life has been the same taker from the first day. You allowed it when it was like a little small thing, like, oh, I left my wallet, hook up the meal this time, even though you may have let them pay for 10 meals. The first time they try to slide on that meal, and you were like, oh, okay. And all of a sudden, you started paying for all the meals. You don't know why. Then when you all moved in, I don't got the rent this month. Why don't you cover it for me? See, they multiplying and building on the toxicity that you won't allow. Some people have no problem taking their half or taking their share, but that's something you didn't allow. You made a hard, fast rule about what you want, and now they're breaking that rule. And you're like, oh, okay, well, it's just once. Some of y'all end up on a Judge Judy or Mathis because the promise you made to yourself is now broken, and now this person who's been taking advantage of you the whole time will not comply. Why do you think most money problems are established? It's because of what you allowed 10 seconds ago. You ain't gonna allow no more.
Because the toxicity was a choice that you chose to jump into.
You know, some pressure release valves weren't meant to be opened.
Oh no, I'm having that problem now at work.
Some pressure release valves were never meant to be open because you can't close it back. Oh, I'm gonna let just a little out because you got to get released from stress. You know what? Let people take their stuff out on somebody else, because you know what? When you pass the brink, some people, I wanna, I put a question up last night. Do you see my thing on Facebook about dumping on other people? You shouldn't let people dump on you. You know why?
Yeah.
You let somebody dump on you, they're gonna make that a habit, and you're not gonna know what's the truth and what's not, because they constantly dump on you, and you don't know what you're hearing is dumping. You're taking it, you're absorbing it like a pregnancy, and now you're all upset walking around like, what did this person just do?
Right. They're constantly looking at you as a toilet, and you didn't realize that you were part of the paper.
I was trying to help you and assist you in getting it out. You literally dumped on me, and that's not right.
Toxic, man. It's toxic.
Toxic. That's toxic.
Toxic. Do you hear me, John? That is toxic. You got to have, and then two, if you in that position, let me help someone. If you in that position, okay, who's this that jumped up? Oh, that's Fierce. Oh, Fierce Soul. You know he ready to go. It's Friday. He get the basketball to the background. See him.
Probably got the whole week built up. Like everything that we talked about, he probably got examples already.
Yeah, you already know. But when someone is like that, you got to know when to cut people off. If someone is toxic, you got to know when to cut the individual. It ain't worth. You know what? I don't even want to talk. You might just say, I think I said this the week too. You got to say, you know what? That's good. I hear you, but let's just talk about something else. Because what happens is they will inadvertently infect you, and you become contaminated by what they dumped on you.
Dude, I had to do a purge. I had to do a purge. And you know what it is? Being in a client and business situation, people dump on you sometimes because they feel like you are the answer. They have to do that. But I'll tell you this, you still have to purge.
Oh, yeah.
Or else you'll carry that right into your own house. And that's not cool. Some people aren't prepared to know the right way to handle something mentally. So they will dump on you. And especially in business, people do it because they think they're allowed to do it because they pay you.
Oh, whoa. Wait a minute. Just because you pay me, don't give you, and I can cuss on here because it's my show, you give you the damn right to dump on me.
Yeah.
You don't have that right.
That wasn't in the job description to babysit you.
Toxic. That's toxic, man.
I almost paid the ultimate price, like, because somebody felt like they were all in their feelings about something. Yeah, it was a business situation, but then they turned it personal because of this COVID situation, and literally try to make me responsible for something that they felt bad about. Get me out of that.
Right.
Get me out of that fast.
Right.
Because you're not thinking with a clear head. And I learned that. I learned that from somebody who I ended my trust relationship with. But you are not thinking with a clear head. If you're not thinking with a clear head, you can't make decisions. You should stop. You better off not rushing out onto the field and getting hurt. It's better to go back and plan in the huddle, right?
Yeah,
doesn't it happen in the game?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think the huddle's for? The huddle's to plan. The huddle is to literally command congruency against the group.
That's right.
If y'all never huddled, y'all never met up, y'all never practiced, you go out there, somebody gonna get hurt.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Don't send even if you're a leader, don't send your subordinates, whether they are soldiers or mercenaries, because that, every team has them.
Right.
What happens is, if you don't get them ready, you all lose the game because of haphazard, actions. And we need to get away from that. Don't let people dump on you.
That's
even
good.
if they pay you.
That's good right there. We need to get pause right there. Somebody need to put a 5 on that, 222, whatever on that. Don't allow people to dump on you, even if they pay you, even if they're family, even if they're your cousin and them. Don't allow people to dump on you, even if they pay you. Somebody need to put that in the chat room. Somebody need to put a 5 on that, 222 on that. Put 2 2s together some way with that. That needs to be. We need to take that in.
It's true. I got a client that will call me up and before start talking say, I'm about to cash app you $300 because this may be a doozy for you. You know, and I'm happy to help. You know why? Because you already set the price. I'm already comfortable. I could tell you it's $1,000, but you know what? Because you came with the 3, I'm not going to change it because you gave first. You see? Now, when they give you a problem first, and you always the solution provider, every time you see their phone number ring, oh, look at so-and-so calling. Oh, look at so-and-so. Have you ever been the solution for somebody? Not just a talking head of this weird advice that don't really line up with your situation, but have you ever called somebody up and actually been a benefit to them, and it actually helped and turned into something that saved their situation? But if you're the person that's always calling up and saying, hey, you this, I need this, I need this, I need this, then guess what? When you see your phone number ringing, you're like, I'm going to let that ring.
You know that's the truth.
How many people listening right now, their phone be ringing and you don't pick up? Or are you the one that's dialing and your friends don't answer fast enough? If you are a person that your friends don't answer fast enough, they going like this. Oh,
thank you, Jesus.
That's they got to decide. Well, do I have a good excuse? Or, am I working right now? Have they already figured out I'm not busy? Then you're like, okay, let me pick up the phone because they're gonna just keep calling. I had one guy. I know I keep bouncing back and forth between friends and clients, but this is my life, right? I had a person call me because they got to a milestone in a project I told them to, do the pieces for. They just had to call me 4 times. And I'm like, I tell them right away, listen, don't call me 4 times. I'm not ignoring your call. I might be on the phone with somebody else. I might be doing something different. And I know you're a paying client, but you haven't paid for that privilege yet. You ain't paid the privilege to ring my phone 4 times.
Did I not say that this week, y'all? I said you have to set parameters with people, with your family.
That's amazing. You hitting it on the head right there. Seriously, don't let people. When I say dump on you, that means they take everything out on you. And there is a length. There's a length to my generosity. There's a length to my kindness. There's a length to my sanity.
I got another one to go along with that, Jono. Don't go on YouTube and allow YouTubians to what? Dump on you.
That's absolutely true.
Woo. Well, I need Sister Smith to be like, "Ooh, that's truth right there."
Tell me this don't fit with the exact title of this week. Toxicity. Joe Blast.
222. I gotta get this. That's what I'm talking about.
Toxic relationships is exactly what actually is the embodiment. Is the embodiment of dumping on you. Why do you call it even toxic? Because they're not feeding you with fertile fruit. They are literally giving you the whole pot. And some of y'all made soup that need to be strained. Y'all still got the bones in there. Some of y'all still got all the stock that was made to make the broth. You giving them the whole pot. You wasn't supposed to be served that way. You dumped it on them.
Don't allow YouTubians to project their biases on you. Stay objective.
Of course.
Woo.
Of course. Some of these people are hurt. Some of these people are so hurt. They even claimed to have gone to therapy, but you could tell it didn't work. You know how you could tell? Because you're like, wait, sounds interesting, but it sounds a little off. If you got to do that, if you ever question it, run.
Run.
You know why? Because they're looking for a specific kind of order. There's millions of people out here. Millions of people. What they're looking is for a specific audience to come in alignment with their ideology.
It's that toxicity.
And what happens is, as long as they get a few participants, you think it's valid. And that is incorrect.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
If I start talking about women and all the stuff they don't do, and I'm right and they're wrong, what will happen is the women who think they don't have you're gonna get two kinds of women that's gonna come up. The ones who say, you're right, or you're gonna get the ones who say, you know what, you ain't speaking right. I don't like the way you talk, but I'm gonna listen to your show anyway. See, the point is, you can't. What you're looking for is a certain type of congruency that is misaligned with reality.
Mm-hmm.
And there you go. There's your audience. Because there are billions of people in this world, you'll have millions of followers and you'll have millions of views, because that's a specific type of personality that they're aligning with. It is not particularly wrong or right. You know why this group is small? Because it actually takes a mind to join it.
It takes a what?
It takes a mind. You're not drones. You're not kids. It takes a mind to move past that.
Let me tell you what somebody said to me. You got to hear this. Let me find it. What you just said. Somebody just said this. I want you to hear what this statement that was made. I think coming into the thinking class, you have to have an open mind, check your emotions at the door to help and not hinder.
Exactly. How are you supposed to soak up this information if you don't literally let go of your past, let go of your BS, let go of all the things that hurt you? Because we want to do surgery on you, not your family, not your relationships, not your boss, not your brother. We're trying to get you surgery on you. And when you figure that part out, that the thinking class is really thinking about who you are, you'll get it.
That was the, and I wish the women who on my post will call in and we'll call in and beam up. I would love for you. I know I got True Savage. He's not True Savage, but I got First Soul in the background. But what I said was this: many single women are single because of their single friends. Not original thought, just my experience. Oh my God.
How about this? You being single is not toxic.
No.
You know that?
No, it's not.
Being single is not toxic. What happens is you're hanging out with toxic single people.
Oh my God. That was my point. Jono, that was my point.
The problem is not that you hang out with single people. You're hanging out with toxic single people.
Monica, you can come up anytime. She said, I said most. I did say most. I said most single women. The problem is we can debate about the semantics of it, but the issue is it's not this. We can debate about the semantics of it, but when you look at it, what's the reverse of that? Are single women that are single helping them get into relationships?
Exactly. See, I consider my friends a peer group. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I think I'm not saying I don't hang out with I hang out with a lot of single men, actually. But I also hang out with married men too. I think the group deserves some diversity. I know single women and I know married women. And you know what? I think the entire group, my peer group deserves congruency and diversity. Okay? We all got to think somewhat the same, but at the same time, we all have different lives to lead. Okay? I want success in every situation. And what you can see in every one of those toxic situations, some of their friends have an ideology that keeps them stuck in their situation. They're not going to move on.
Right.
Okay? Some people are stuck in relationships and never going to move on. See?
I
never told you relationship was the best thing ever. I'm just telling you some people just get stuck. They don't want to move forward.
That was the point. So it wasn't, let me understand, it's not a slap against women. Because I got a phone call from Georgia yesterday. Why would you say that? I'm tired of women getting painted and presenting this. And then I got the other side of it, Jono. You know what? It's the men. I made the post directly at women for a reason. Because I wanted you to look at you and who's around you.
Yeah.
And it is a general statement. That's the difference.
I mean, think about it like this. Okay, I like what Monica put here. What happens is we get lumped into categories. I think that's what you're trying to say. The large categories where there's these, expectations or examples that will never move outside the category is incorrect. Because you know why? We're all individuals.
Right.
Okay. You should not lump yourself into large categories or groups. Okay. Not everybody is going to be the exact class you told me. That's why I don't like the whole alpha and beta. I don't like that whole thing about simp and everything. Because you know what? Some people haven't come out of their comfort zone. Some people have not actually, they're actually more reserved, and they've had success with that reservation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so when I look at it from a category standpoint, because you categorize, you'll never find the diamond in the rough. You'll never find the person who's qualified based on individual classifications. And you know what? That means you're not a good judge of character, because if a category could judge your character and eliminate you, then you would never know what was good about a person beyond a simple categorization. That's like saying, well, I don't date anybody that's under 5'7". Well, guess what? If that's a categorization, isn't it?
That's right.
But you wouldn't have known this person was a good provider. You wouldn't have known this person was good at taking care of the bills. You wouldn't have known about if they was good to their mother. You wouldn't have known none of that because of their height. And some people do it with weight, and some people do it with color, and some people do it with all these other things that they have not even. The superficial is literally not even 1% of a person's definition.
That's why I made the statement in a general. I made it general. And this is the other side. If it don't apply to you, why get stirred up about it?
You know that some people don't. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna try to say it as quiet as possible for YouTube and Facebook not to pick up on the algorithm. You know, women don't even know that some guys' size is different than themselves at certain times. So they think they could judge what they see and not know what they're looking at. Can you understand that? Did I say it general enough to make sure we didn't get caught? Because I like what Jonathan just said. That's what I meant by that. I know you meant something else, but that's what I meant.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But
they look at the shower.
But you know the thing of it is, chew the meat, spit out the bones. Thank you, Tuka. Superficial veils of what is that? Initiate of the uninitiated. So that's the point. But if I was to flip it and start talking about men, men ain't gonna do nothing right. They can barely keep a job. This and that. But when the light is on the women, it's not to hurt you, baby. What you said before a couple sentences back. We're here to do surgery on you as an individual. That's where most people miss it. Even when I post on Facebook, that's the point of it. Is to do for you. John, I'm gonna say something I haven't said on here. I don't think you even know. Many years ago, and we got Fear, so he in the back playing basketball. You can't see him, but he in the back playing basketball. Many years ago, and I said it to someone earlier, I was at church and the prophetess came. You know her, prophetess Connie Williams. You know what she is? Yeah. Prophetess Connie Williams. You, young man, let me tell you, here's the word of the Lord. And you know how she started doing like this. Say it another way. Say it another way. She said something to me and it's just not coming to pass. You know that? She said, young man, God is saying that you will be a mirror to the people so they can see their ways. I got it on cassette tape. I need to transfer it over to a CD so you can hear it.
Now think about it. If somebody shoehorned you into one type of way of communicating, you would have thought you'd be in front of a church somewhere, right?
That's right.
But you had to decide what your platform was going to be.
That's it.
And that's what took time, not the problem of actually getting that word fulfilled. It was the fact that you had to make a decision on what the platform was, and that's why you have what you have now.
And that's all I do is fulfilling the prophecy that was on my life to be a mirror, not to hurt. And sometimes looking in the mirror can be very hurtful because what you're doing is you project on the person that's holding it and not in the mirror that's really looking at you.
I'm telling you, we get shot down sometimes before the conversation even starts.
Right. We got two people behind us. You ready to bring them up?
Hey, you call the shots.
Pure Soul still Boston basketball. We got beautiful animated. She's here. What's going on?
Hey, how you doing?
All right. Let me see what your Pure Soul is. Pure Soul, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm getting it in. Go ahead, do your thing.
Okay. I'm gonna put you on mute. Go ahead.
So, yeah, I overheard you about the dumping and stuff like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that was another part of the problem with the relationship that I was in that we were talking about last time. Because after we spoke and stuff, I was just like marinating on it some more, on that particular relationship. And he was always fussing about his kids. One was in a toxic relationship where they would get physical with their partner, and the other one, she wasn't taking school seriously. And I was there for one of their interactions, and he's trying to talk to her about school, and he wanted me to talk to her about school, and she's like, what? What you laughing at? Like your dad is being serious and you giggling? Like, no, that was disrespectful, and I told him it pissed me off because like I didn't grow up in that kind of environment where you laugh at your parents who are being serious with you about a serious situation.
Mm-hmm.
But also the fact that he was, he's had his car broken into and his gun was stolen, and that's his whole situation for law enforcement and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But still, it's adding up, and I've been called a empath.
Okay.
I can feel people's energy,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So if he's doing nothing but complaining, basically dumping on me,
Mm-hmm.
then one night he was doing it, and the word kryptonite popped into mind.
Mm-hmm.
The image of Superman suffering and writhing in pain from this kryptonite was the visual that went with that word kryptonite. I was just like, God dang.
Right.
So that was another reason why I broke up with him.
So
It's like it was like I was just being drained.
So this is, and that's where we were getting at. And you, in your example right there is a classic example. Sometimes I think I said this earlier this week, we stay in situations longer than we should have been in the first place. And like you said, that person becomes kryptonite to us, and the toxicity that they had now inadvertently affects us.
Right.
And what happens is, I want everyone to get it is a choice that we either stay or go.
Yeah, and
Some
you cannot be afraid to break up with a person. Like, before him, I already learned that. Like, like I said, choose your pain. You know what I'm
some
saying?
some
Uh,
people won't go to the doctor until the pain is beyond the dose of medicine or aspirin they have. Some people won't go and get the help they need until they on their last dollar. They knew the end was coming and they saw it and they still didn't do nothing about it. And they had to wait till they hit a rock bottom. They had to hit a point of no return and then they went and got help. Why can't we just use wisdom in some cases and try to avert the tragedy and see the bad thing coming around the corner because of our past, not because of our present, but because of our past and what we've gone through, to fix it so that we don't get hurt, so that that toxicity doesn't infect us.
Let me shout out this guy, Coach Justin. What's going on? Shout out to you. And I didn't get the Dayton reaction. I seen you in here too. Shout out to you, Coach. What's going on, brother? Good to see you. You know his last name is Adam, so I got to show him some love too. Shout out.
that's when you be like, "What's up, fam?"
What's up? Adams. All these Adams are starting to show up on the scene now. I'm just saying, but I must say I am the original Adams. I gotta throw that shot in. But okay, Fear Soul, you see there? Hold on, let me see. Hold on.
I think come back.
Okay,
Yeah.
You back, Fear Soul?
My man. What's up, guys?
What's going on?
Hey.
Happy Friday.
Soul.
Happy Friday.
Yep.
Hey, LDA, don't sound so sad when I want to come up with a story, man. I just been through a lot of experiences, man.
Oh, you know
stories.
I'm sad, man. You see, I got the pimp ring on. Come on,
Hey.
bring it on, baby. Bring it on.
Good, looking sharp as always.
Appreciate
Check
that.
in. So I had a best friend at one point, and we used to do everything with each other. I met him in Johnny Rockets, my first job.
Mm-hmm.
And he saw how we were moving. He learned a lot from me with money and how to move around people, how to evolve basically, and deal with customer service. So he's like, "Yo, it'd be dope one day if we could move with each other one day," because he's about when we was about 21, 22 years old. He's like, "Yo, it'd be dope if we could move with each other one day." I'm like, "All right, bet, let's do it." Now, at the time, I was already like, under grandma's prayer, family, like healthy, things that was on me at a skill level came from my family. So when you get around certain people that have somewhat of a, they admire you, but at some point it becomes an envious point where they want to be with like you, like entirely like you, like whatever your sports team is, how you walk, how you talk, how you flirt, how they try to do everything like you, and they still don't be happy. So when you move, me and this guy eventually moved with each other, we were roommates for a long time, but I wound up losing a part of myself being around him because he used to complain. He was a complainer. Like he was a complainer, and I was never a complainer. So over time with him staying with me, I found myself complaining about some things that I'm like, yo, I'm starting to sound like him. And I had to correct myself. And as I corrected myself, it took years. But once I started to cut off that timeline between me and him, of course, a lot of stuff happened along the way. I'm just keeping it short because we could go on and go on. A lot of details, and I'm sure I can help somebody with the details. But his friends, he used to invite a lot of friends, a lot of people over there used to be like really, really, really annoying. Like a lot of hood dudes. And I'm come from the hood, but sometimes when you home, you want to be home. You don't want to come to your home and you got a whole bunch of people that you deal with outside already. And you see a whole bunch of 8 dudes on your couch, legs up on your couch, watching your TV. I'm like, yo, bro, and I'll never forget the words he said to me. He's like, yo, I'm going through some things with my girl, this and that and the third. I just need some guys around me because I'm miserable. And when I heard that, it never left me. Because I'm like, yo, I'm dealing with somebody who got some internal problems. He was kind of hiding it from me. The only thing that brought us together was the fact that we was getting a lot of girls, getting money, and that was the relationship, but some other things. But I noticed when I brought my friends over, he would go in his room. And when he brought his friends over, I would go in my room because we weren't really friends. His friends weren't my friends. They were just guys that would come over because he was a producer. So they make music together. The music would go on all night. I'm in bed by like 10:30, 11. Got my son over. Can't sleep because
Can I ask you a question?
he got the beats on.
Can I ask you a question
So it
about
got
that?
crazy. What's up, Jonah?
I think did you ever notice that when he brought his friends over, they looked like more expression of what he already was that you didn't like about him?
Right. I never noticed because it was like a mask. It was like he was hiding it. But
And
I would catch
he didn't
glimpses
want to
of
get
it.
in line with your friends because they were an expression of who you were because
Oh,
you
Man,
only meet yourself.
uh-oh.
I wish I knew this when I was 21 years old because I wasted about good 8 years with this guy. And I was getting drained. I was wondering why I come home and I would always feel drained. He was the drainer. Even
But
if
If
I
you've
go
you
through
got
my phone,
friends,
it
But
was like,
if you've got
sometimes,
friends that can't meet each other, there's a big problem there. Because there's certain
sometimes,
personality aspects that have never been addressed.
right. And sometimes it's not even
hold on,
about just
yeah, hold on,
saving
hold on,
money on
hold
rent.
on. Hold on. Briefer out of many has something. Go ahead.
no, I was going to say, some things are a waste of time, and some things are a learning. You know, it's not a waste of time. It's to teach you something early in life, so you don't have to deal with that later in life.
Mm,
Mm.
When you because the thing is, you said you were young, right? Early 20s and stuff like that. That's
Yeah,
still our
19 when I
learning
met him.
stage, right? That's still our learning stage. We may be adult on paper and stuff like that, but we're still children.
You're right.
So it's a learning process. That's
And we
your
were
time to
moving
learn.
fast. We were
Yeah.
moving fast, getting money. When you getting money, you're not thinking about a lot of stuff. When John, you know about you. Hey, listen, you getting that bread and it's coming fast, boy. You feel like you on top of the world. Women coming left and right. And he was like I said, I was good. I was always good, and I was always helping people. But he became a person who, instead of helping, he became more of an anchor. Like I had to walk for this guy at one point. Like I had to do so. Like I'm like, yo, I'm not your mother, bro. I'm not your father. Like you need to be able to do things for yourself because my intensity it went down. It went down throughout the years because he was stealing my drive.
Yeah.
He
If
that,
they're
was
not
Yeah.
if they're not
stealing it.
given to you, they're taken from you.
Right,
Yeah.
I want to
right.
bring up this point right here. When you think about it, when we start doing this, it start to roll. What in you felt that you needed to be a savior to him?
What in me? I'm gonna be honest. Maybe it was because of the goodness that people were pouring. Sometimes you put a title over yourself based on what people build yourself up to be. Like you're a nice guy, you're always taking care of people, you always and I think I relied on that and I had that tag over my name tag wasn't on, but the tag was on my life to where I felt like I needed to help them even when the expiration date was up. I was still dragging and dragging and dragging and
So
when it
you,
got to the point where my relationships started failing and a lot of things, I had to find out, yo, where's this virus coming from? Like who is really like taken from me at this point? And once I figured it out, me and his friendship started deteriorating over time because he knew that I knew and I knew that he knew. And we slowly started separating from each other. And once I got away from him, it's like I regained that part of me back. But he had it in a cell. He had it locked. He had a spirit part of my spirit locked. Not only him, but
so that's
we
when
make those mistakes.
that's
That's
where
why I said, oh,
that's where it comes. That's where it comes. Where you were in the 9 years crucifixion that you should have been off the cross, but you stayed on the cross.
I didn't know when to give in, man. Sometimes
Right.
bearing the cross too long.
You
Hell
didn't you
yeah,
didn't do
see,
some you didn't do something about it until it got bad.
but
right. And that's
that's
always like that. Like, didn't you just say that? When you're not somebody just I was listening while I was playing. Somebody said when you never do anything about it until you're almost, damn dead in the hospital bed,
that was Jonah.
That was right. And that's true, man. That's so true. Because we think we saving a buck. Okay, rent 1,500, 500, 500, 500. Okay, everybody paying cheap and everybody can live their life, but at the same time, you coming home to some miserable guy that's robbing you of your peace.
That's
So
comfort,
is the
not
500
happiness.
worth it?
That's comfort, not happiness. The
Yeah.
comfort was you saving a couple bucks. Happiness
Right.
was getting that toxicity out of your life.
Because it ain't
Yeah.
nothing like
Ooh.
because it ain't
And
too coming home. I'm not to be grab, but to come home and you can walk around like you want to. You can listen to what you want to. You can eat what you want home. I like to come home and eat popcorn and drink wine at night.
real talk.
You know what I'm
Real
saying? I'm
talk.
saying that to
Real
say
talk.
that happiness is worth it all. It's
It
priceless.
is. I'll pay $1,200, you know, or 15 just to have my peace of mind. And you guys know when I came from an injury not too long ago, when that happened and he found out, it's like he didn't even reach out to me. You know, somebody reached out to him and I guess pressed him to make him feel bad. And he's like, yo, I sent you like $50, yo. I'm like, $50? Really? That let me know everything right there.
Yeah.
I was like, thanks for the donation.
Nobody asked for your money.
I'm
Not
good.
everything. Thank you. Not everything is about
money.
goddamn money.
Monetary value. It's not about that, dude. Like, even if I heard your voice, you know, and
Right.
chopping it up with you while I was in the hospital, that would have been good. You sending it to me like rent due, or you think you're doing a good service by.
He's sending. I'm gonna tell you what he's sending to you. Like, man, you ready for this? I'm gonna be a little cruel with it. He's sending you like you was just a little hoe.
Yeah.
He sent it like he did something bad in a relationship and was trying to make up for it.
Real talk. Real talk.
Let that breathe.
Yo.
Let that breathe. Let that breathe.
See, I can't say what I want to say. I'm in the gym right now. But yo, that's real. That's
that
real.
is
That's
something
real.
that people who have
That's
done
real
you
talk.
wrong do.
Yo.
They come at you with the money, like can fix and erase what they've done and stuff like that.
He tried to pimp me out. He tried to hit me with the $50. Like, yeah, bro, it's what your life is like right here. $50.
Yo,
you good? Go about your way.
That's what he was doing.
Forgive all my transgressions with this $50.
Forgive all my transgressions,
You
bro.
took my $50. Why you don't forgive me?
Cash
You took my $50. Why you don't forgive me?
It's crazy, yo. I took that 50.
But
I took that 50 quick though. But
that's why.
Hey, Jonah, we ain't gonna deny no money. I took that bread quick. Good looking.
He wasn't he wasn't good to you no other way.
He didn't give me a choice. All right, you
was saying beautiful animated.
No, I was gonna say that's why it's good to have deadlines.
That's very true.
And you say why did I wait that long to break up with him? I had a deadline. You know what I'm saying? So even though I lost myself in that relationship, a lot of myself in that relationship, because it was toxic and there were certain things I wasn't paying attention to. And you know, it went on that long also because time flies, you know what I'm saying? And you're not paying attention because you're so engulfed. I'm working, I'm a student, I'm dating. I got a lot on my plate. So I'm not paying attention to the timeline in that sense. But you know, when it was like it's past 6 months, I know that, but it's going on a year. Even though I didn't let it wait till a whole year, I was just like, this is not good. I gotta go. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you bring it down my energy because you always fussing. There was more fussing about what was going on with his kids, and you know he couldn't take the necessary steps to properly deal with his kids, you know. So they wouldn't, because they're grown, you know.
So that's where
and we're not gonna. I know we're not gonna be. You know, parenting doesn't stop at age 18. We'll always be their parents, but now you're just at you know, when they're 18, 21, whatever, you're just there for guidance then. You know, you've raised them. Now you're just there for guidance, not to continue raising them.
And that's where on both sides, what's going on? Someone the enforcer hold on, Patrick, don't mess with the enforcer. You see when he's
Patrick Tate,
you can't be
going on
jack skippity stuff in here. You see what he said? Take that mess to another channel. I'm just letting you know, when the enforcer said that, the dean, the Sigma, and everybody else get in it, you better be careful. I'm just letting you know.
Wait. Pull Joe Blast back up.
GTFO.
Y'all need to see that face. He's serious, okay? That's a serious face.
Joe Blast, when he came up here, he ain't playing with nobody
about that business.
Because you know why? I'm gonna tell you. Let me emphasize, because I got to say this. Yeah. The thinking class is for people to introspect, retrospect, and get healed so they can be what? Better individuals to interact in a relationship first with themselves and then with others.
Yeah.
So if you come here talking any kind of way, just crazy, and you a bot or wherever it may be, you will be kicked out and blocked. We don't tolerate that here. We have such a beautiful community of individuals here. We don't go for a bunch of stuff. And so I want to make sure we maintain that. And what maintain that is we kick out any toxicities that may be in the chat room or anywhere else.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta keep order in what we're doing, because that's the reason why we grew the way we did in this year. So back to what was said, we realized that even today, as we come to the close of this series, what time is it? Oh, 1:35. We're doing good. Close of this series, the importance of dealing and facing toxicities that may be inside of us and the individuals that are around us. And what we have to do is make sure we set boundaries. Say, I am not, like you said, I am not dealing with your kryptonite. I am not dealing with your Jiminy Jack sugar honey iced tea. I'm going to move on. And if it did affect me, it is important that I get the healing, the therapy, or whatever I need so I can be a whole and productive individual.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Rules needed. They say they in the trees, they'll snipe you. Dude, say we're in the trees, we'll snap your ass. Who knows? Assassin, yeah, see? Because you know what? Let me tell you something. It's good because we need people like that who's willing to protect the integrity of what we do in the thinking class.
Yeah.
So I trust me, I'm all for it because they understand my heart and understand what we do.
Yeah.
You know. So but in the sense when we're talking about the toxicity, I want to make sure everyone, you need to take time to actually do your internal work. Everything I've been talking this week started on the premise, on the foundation, the toxicity in you, not on other people. That's the foundation of what I talked about. Everything we talked about is always what it starts within, then without. Why did I attract this particular individual in the first place? What in me identified with them? And that's a hard pill for us to take because it takes responsibility.
True, but sometimes you be out there attracting these liars. It's like I don't even deal with liars. Where do you come from?
You ready for it? You ready for the answer?
Yeah, go ahead.
Somewhere in you may be lying to yourself. Look at that face. Look at that face. I love it. You're like, what the LDA? What kind of Jiminy crack crow y'all teaching over here? Your face gave it away, Chano.
Hey, LDA.
Yeah.
I got a gentleman here that got a couple of words. He's seen us talking over here, and he has a Christian group going on. Nothing new guy and all that stuff, but it's you wanna speak your words?
Yeah. What's up, guys? How y'all doing? So
What's your name?
Hey.
What's your name? What's your name?
Oh, here, let me
I
take
can't
it.
hear.
Yeah, let me take the Bluetooth off.
My name is Joseph. I'm a deacon in an Orthodox church, but I started my own Christian. How you doing? I started my own Christian basketball training program for youth ages 8 all the way up to like 17. So the way I'm doing it is I want to teach people to here's something. Like I could train anybody to be nice at ball on the court. Anybody. It's not hard. You just gotta train. Here's the problem though. The problem is we got players that are too cocky, that get too full of themselves, and then they fall apart emotionally and psychologically, and then their skill doesn't matter. So I put together something. Literally, the message on my page right now is my goals are learning Christ-like sportsmanship, motivated training environment specialized to ages, skill groups, loving Christian youth social environment, becoming a successful hooper on and off the court.
My man.
My place is called Holy Hoops. I'm trying to build it. I'm looking for people to help market. I'm looking for people to help coach. I really want to get this big, and I want people to realize it's even though yes, it's something that's paid. I want to give back, and the way I'm giving back is in the way that I feel like our youth is struggling. Like especially young basketball players, football players, they're struggling because you could be nice, but psychologically you could be screwed up, and you won't make a 3-pointer. So I want these kids to know, like, yo, the crowd gets crazy, you stay put. The crowd gets crazy, you don't bug, you don't go crazy. You control the crowd. The crowd doesn't control you. You make that big shot, you ain't got to make the next one. You go and dish it to the boy in the corner, he wide open. That's what I'm, learning selflessness. If you're a point guard, you're a team leader. I was a point guard in high school. I was an all-state player. You need to realize, like, they depend on you emotionally and psychologically to lead. So if you're all fired up and going crazy, what do you think they're gonna do? Right. So if I'm emotionally stable and I'm put where I am,
You'll be where you need to be.
Exactly, and I take my team to a win. Whether I score 30 or not, we won. That's all that matters.
I got a question for you. I have a question for you.
What's up, man?
Is it just you just doing this, or how does this working?
So right now, it's just through me.
I got clean ears. You want the earpiece?
No.
Kind of low.
Yeah. I can use the earpiece if you want.
Sorry, guys. It's kind of low. Hold on.
Can you hear me? Oh, I'm waiting for him to put it. This is live. This is like live TV. We're live here in New Jersey.
To our
correspondent over here at the gym.
Fierce Soul.
Fierce Soul. He has now got it right here. Let's go.
All right,
so I got a question. So it's one person, right?
So right now, I actually launched it 2 weeks ago, the Instagram page and everything. Right now, it is just me. I'm trying to get it put through my church. It's almost like the Catholic Church, but like the Arabic Orthodox version. It's like I'm Middle Eastern, so I'm Arab. The whole difference between us and the Catholic Church, the Catholic Church is very quiet. We sing hymns in the church. Like we like to sing. We like to be loud. We don't believe in you come into a church and you're just gonna sit there and go hear our prayers. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you like the black church.
What did you say?
I said you like the black church.
Baptist, right? Yeah. It's a little bit different. So it's a little bit
No, I'm just saying we're not quiet either.
No. I'm not gonna lie to you. I grew up in Patterson. I can't do that. I can't I walk into a church and be like, yo, good morning, happy Sunday, man. And I and then the problem is you walk into a Catholic church, they they'll hit you with excuse me, can we be respect of the sacrament? I'm like, yo, all right.
So as you talk, you know who you're talking with, right? Right, Jano?
Mm-hmm.
Someone from the Orthodox Church is on the right here.
I'm coming from the Episcopalian Church. That's where I'm born and raised. I'm an acolyte. I've been an adjutant. I've done different leadership roles within the church. And guess what? What you have to realize is that we have to find what's common about us, not what divides us. All these little divisions is what breaks us up for no reason. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So this is what I want to bring to you, because I see the fire inside of you. So what I see is, I think Fierce Soul, he was here, he'll probably chime in with this. What I see is there's a team that's how can I say it? There's a team that's going to be formed around you as you begin to form. I'm seeing them really come together around the summertime. Weed out, discern who got your vision and who doesn't. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that does. It makes a lot of sense.
And the team. Now I'm not talking about the basketball team. I'm talking about the team that supports what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Because what you're doing by being in the Arabic side of it, what you're going to do is spark an interest in that side of the culture who want to do it, but there hasn't been someone to say, here's the path on which I need to walk in. So you almost become the John the Baptist of what you're doing, if that makes sense.
I guess so, yeah, because he introduced, yeah, I get that.
You get it?
I'm with it.
Yeah. So you come to John the Baptist, but you also become the Jesus, because now you have disciples on you to become acolytes of what you're doing with your basketball team. Because you have written down your principles, your visions.
Yeah. I have.
Good, man. Do you know what's going to happen when you begin to open up this?
Yeah, well, first things first. People are gonna. I have like a group that's very supportive, but here's the thing: people are gonna come in as they're. That's what you're saying. Kind of have to weed out. So there's gonna be people that are gonna tell you that they have your vision, they have the
Mm-hmm.
vision that you have, and then once they get their foot in the door, they're going to try and put their vision in, and that's not what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's what I'm going to weed out. I'm going to weed out, like, look, these are the set goals that I have like put down for myself, as well as what I believe, like what I've learned about like my life as a Christian and my life as like my morals that I've been taught in my church and through the Bible, and this is what it is. So this is the way it's going to be. And if you want to change it, you can go build your own. If if not, if you're willing to help build this and we're all in it together, sounds really nice.
Mm-hmm.
He's not gonna get got by no Trojan horse.
Nah, not today. No, 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 no.
No, but I definitely see there is a team that's going to be around you to support what you're doing. What you're
Yeah.
doing is actually bigger than which, man. If I'm gonna tell you where I feel it. I feel it right here. I've been seeing if I can get out the camera shot so I can really so you can see where I'm talking about. I'm waiting for my camera. I said I feel it right in here. It's so much bigger than what you're saying. It's, dude. If, I might even have to come
Yeah.
to Jersey just to see it, but it's so big.
Hmm.
The leagues that are inside of you, that's what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
But also to the other side, the mentorship that's going to be there, because it's deeper than just the basketball. It's the mentorship that these young men are going to get through you.
Hmm. I grew up without parents. I mean, I have parents. We can collaborate. Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't have like I had a dad. He did some messed up stuff and he went to prison. My
Mhm.
mom really wasn't there for me growing up, and from about 13 and now I'm about 18, 19. I've been working, doing my own thing, playing ball, paying my bills, going to church, and so what I really know is like thanks to God, like God really saved my life.
Mhm.
There's a lot of people that have asked me like, how did you not do drugs? How did you not fall so bad to the floor? And like, how did these things not happen to you? I said, you know what? I said, I saw my vision. I knew there was light at the end of the tunnel. And here's the thing: a lot of young men really can't see that light. And the problem with that is that's where it's becoming a problem with the young men, is where we don't have the light, they don't have the vision, and they feel like I'm screwed. Nobody's gonna help. Life's getting to get worse. Let me just keep doing what I'm doing. And I want them to know, like, look, like I got a story that I told in my church. Like my life, sometimes I tell people like, yo, it's a movie. I'm like, I know. But you have to understand, like somebody out there has got it worse. Somebody out there don't got their legs. Somebody out there can't breathe.
Right.
If you
So that's when you become. So if your
hmm,
father wasn't there, guess what you become?
hmm,
You become
a father,
you. Thank you. You become a father now. Please, I
hmm,
want you to really take in the gravity of what I just said, because
hmm,
That's
it's
true.
not lightly. If your father wasn't there, now you have the ability to reconcile that part of you
hmm.
with which you give to others and begin to reconcile the relationship with you and your father, because that has to be dealt with.
Correct, it does. You're right. Um, I think.
And I can tell you that, because I've had problems with my parents and stuff like that. And
Hmm,
um, with trying to talk to them and get them to understand my side, it took
hmm,
years. But
hmm,
when it finally clicks, when it
hmm,
finally clicks,
hmm,
and they apologize, and you have a newfound relationship and stuff like that, it's totally
hmm.
worth it. It's totally worth fighting for a good relationship with
I,
your parents.
you know what? So I think I did reconcile. What I did was I tried that, and it didn't work. And what I did was I spoke to my priest, my father's confession, and I was
Mhm.
like, Father, I don't know what to do. Like I'm sitting here, and He's like, well, here's the thing. He's like, if the relationship isn't there, okay, but you need to forgive them, not just for them, but for yourself. He's
That's
like, you need to forgive them because he was like, let me ask you a question. I'm like, all right. He goes, you sin every day. You do bad things every day, or even in your past. What has God said? God said, I'm not going to hold that to you. I love you, I forgive you. And he just keeps forgiving you. He's like, so in that case, he goes, if God
Yeah.
forgives you every day for what you do, how can you not forgive your parents? And so I was like, all
Yeah.
right, that makes sense. And it took me a while. I actually went on a retreat in Pennsylvania. It's called Spruce Lake. And I took this time to like just listen to the people talking, listen to the people talking, and also just to take time to myself and really just write everything down. And one night, it was like actually the night before we left at the retreat, and I called my birth mother and my birth father, and I said, like, Mom, like this. I talked to both of them the same way, like, I love you guys, and I forgive you guys. And of course, you say forgive, and my parents are always, they haven't changed, but they're like, oh, we have done nothing. And I'm like, and I just didn't feed it. I said, listen, I love you, and that's what I need you to know. I forgive you, and I'm letting it go. I'm letting it off my chest. If
Yeah.
you're still stuck up on you didn't do anything wrong, I said, all right, that's like not, I'm no longer bearing that weight. And so I
Yeah.
let it go. I forgave them, and I let them know I love them. And I know one day it's gonna come back. One day it's gonna come back to me, or even if I don't even know it's gonna come back to me, I know that like it just happens a lot in my church. It's like I know when things get rough, or God forbid, like they're both getting old. So God forbid if something happens to any one of them, they're gonna I want them to remember that their son still loved them. That's it.
Dude, right there, put a pin right there. You have touched a lot of people with what you just said right there.
Yeah, that was the same thing for me. I never wanted one of us, any of us, to leave this world without me getting, without us clearing the air, and without them knowing how much I love them. I don't want to leave the world with regrets. I want to leave the world with no regrets.
So man, so with that said, I appreciate you coming up. Please just say your name again, your Instagram, shout it out. I want to make sure we give you some love. Say it a little slow so everybody can sort of digest it.
All right. So my name is Joseph Akub. My Instagram is hangtime_Joe.
Okay, got you. I'm gonna have my son follow you because how old are you?
I'm 18. I'm about 18, 19.
So my son is like the same age. My son,
hey man, if you guys are doing another one of these,
oh no, Joe.
Yeah,
all glory to God.
Yeah,
it says all glory. Okay, I got you.
That's me. Hey, listen. If you guys ever need me, if you guys ever want me back, I'll ask him for like whatever. Listen, you guys seem, I'm gonna subscribe. You guys seem like a very good, very solid group of people, and you guys, I think whatever it is that been going on or happened in your lives, whatever happened in your lives, whether to other people it may seem like the minimalist thing, it definitely causes you guys to have such a peaceful energy. I could feel it, whether you guys are in front of me in person or not. I mean, he's here. He's got an amazing energy. I'm listening to you guys. You guys have such a, they have something in the Bible. So we say it. We have also a prayer book where we say, "O King of Peace, grant us your peace." You guys definitely got peace. And so just keep that up. You guys definitely got that peace. So thank you for having me. Joseph out, man. I'm gonna subscribe.
Much love.
Thank you, bro. Oh.
Hey, I put the link in the back, LDA.
Okay.
I'm not modded, so I can't drop the link, but
my fault.
it's in the back.
Gotta get you modded once I get around. Let me get to I gotta get around to get to. I'll get you in there and get you modded. So man, what happened to Fierce? So that man, we came all the way around to talk about toxicity and open panel, and it came to an 18-year-old sharing testimony in his life. That was worth it all.
Joey.
Yes, that was awesome.
So you still there?
NAN.
He's still trying to. I'm about to.
That's what I be doing too.
he rapping.
Yeah, I think he's wrapping it up with Joe.
So yeah, definitely. I'm about to. Everybody know what time it is for me. You know what time it is. It is Jerk chicken time, baby. You know, LDA got to go get this jerk chicken. I got to go get my jerk chicken. You know, I got to go get my job. I'm going to creep down in this snow and go get me some jerk chicken. Look at that joke. Yeah. Fierce sold and the communicator out in the field. That's what I'm talking. Let me kick you off of mute.
Right.
Shout out to Fierce Soul. See the evangelist out there, Jono?
What was that?
Mm-hmm.
The evangelist out there.
Evangelists and find other evangelists.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Should have asked him for his number.
He's like-minded. That's why he was resonating with you that moment.
Mm-hmm. Dude, I'm at this time for me to get that jerk chicken. You know what time it is, man. I gotta go get that jerk chicken. I'm about to take this right off because I don't need to dress up to go get that jerk chicken.
Hey, you know, I had to wear my hat because I saw y'all wearing. I was like, everybody wearing hats, so let me throw my own.
So you had to put that hat on. Let me do this right now. I can mod you up right quick. Stay on, everyone. Let me go into Facebook because what the heck? Oh, that's somebody.
Facebook?
I got not Facebook, but what's the name of this?
YouTube.
Yeah. Let me do
I was about to say that. I was about to say, oh, we can make mods on Facebook.
But we are on Facebook right now.
Yeah.
So I add you.
Hello, Facebook.
Okay, there we go. I love technology. It makes everything good. I'm going to take care of some more business today. So there are going to be some more cameras added. And some lights. I didn't get the lights yet, but now I can go get the lights. Thank you so much to 222. We haven't did that in a while. Angel number. Jeez Louise, the angel number. Wow. Tuka put it in we go with Tuka. She put 222 in the chat room. Everyone put 222 in the chat room. That's the angel number right there. We haven't did that
okay,
in a
I got
year.
this link.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
Put 222. I'm trying to catch her. I always want to be the first person or the second person to put it in. I'm like a little kid with it myself. 222 is the number for today. If you see 222 today, and the angel number is 222 today. So Sharice, where you at?
You mean 3 2s, right?
Is it 3 2s or 222? She put.
Because I'm seeing a lot of 4 2s. You know, like 4.
4 2s.
But.
Okay. My first live with Elliot. Okay. My first live with Elliot. How are you? What's going on? My first live with Elliot. What did do, chat? What's going on? Shout out to you. Let me give you some claps on there. So 2 is 4 2s. Let me make sure I put that in there.
It's 4 2s. Okay.
4 2s is the number. We're looking for the angel number is you got to catch the playback, man. This was amazing today. The energy that happened, especially with that young man that talked about his family and his mother and father not being there, him forgiving him. What did he do? He took the toxicity that was there and redirected it to help someone else.
Yeah, because I had to get to that point with my dad. You know, there was never a question of his love for me, but with my mom, at some point, it was questionable. It's like, why am I here for you to treat me like this? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And when I would speak to her later on and stuff like that, because I kept on trying to give her a chance because she's my mom, you know. Mm-hmm. It's like, well, I don't remember doing that. I don't remember. And
I don't remember.
I would get so angry. Mm-hmm. It's like, how do you forget something like that? Mm-hmm. And then one day I was just like, you don't remember? Okay. No, what she did was, I don't remember what I did, but I do apologize for whatever I did because it obviously affected you, whether I remember or not. I apologize and I love you. I was just like, thank you.
And sometimes
I finally got an apology. And yeah.
Sometimes that's all that's needed. Sharice, you have the angel number, right? Anybody got the angel number? Sharice, are you there to put that angel message in the chat room so we can get it up? So we can get that message. What did the angels saying with the 222? I think Tuka actually put it in there. 2222, 4 twos. Jesus Christ. So Sharice, are you in the chat room to put in what the angels are saying to us in for this broadcast? We haven't did the angel number in a while. Oh, shout out to you. I knew JW because he was on fire when he was okay. Good. Shout out to you. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. So anybody got that angel number so we can get ready to go? It's 2:00. My jerk chicken is saying, "Where are you? We need you." I need to roll my car slowly down my street in this snow and creek. You know what I'm saying? Beautiful animated. I got to take it slow. Like, like so I got this, got my gear on. I got to make sure I just ride like an old man down the hot. There we go. There we go. Angel number 22 signifies a new beginning. We all have access to powerful tools for creating our life experience, our mind. By choosing to focus on positive thoughts, you create a different life. You can't make this up. You can't make this up. If this ain't what we talked about today.
Right.
And if this ain't what we talked about today, let me read it again. Angel number, well, you got 222. Well, okay. Angel number 222 signifies a new beginning. So this is a new beginning for a lot of people. We have access to powerful tools for creating our life experience, our mind. By choosing to focus on positive thoughts, we create a different life. So I'm going to make sure that resonate with everybody in the chat room, because you be beginning the new year with talking about letting go of toxicity and dealing with toxic relationships. You have the power now to create the life experience that you choose to do. So I hope this has helped you. Thank you for coming in. Appreciate it. If this has resonated with you, let me know in the chat room right now. Let us know in the chat room right now. I'm trying to have some fun. We got to get ready to go. I got to go get my jerk chicken and get my eat on. So please tell your channel, Beautiful Animated.
Oh, it's it's beautifully animated. Let me pull it up right quick and I'll put it in your chat the chat right quick. But you know what? You was asking me why I ended up with the dude, my ex, whatever. And it's like, maybe he saw the light in me, because I was always laughing and smiling and stuff like that while he was suffering. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Poltergeist, come into the light.
Right.
Carolyn. But I just wasn't, the right person to help him with his problems, unfortunately.
Right. Time to get the deep dish pizza slice today. All right. Stay focused, chat room. I want to make sure we leave a like and subscribe before you leave. Yo, what? So we showing love to everyone. John, what you gonna get? Grab it, man. I feel like you're eating, man, behind the scenes. You hear me, John?
Mm-hmm.
It's time, man. It's time to go get something to eat, man. Beautiful anime. There you go, right there. Good stuff. Thank you for everybody for coming in. We about to end this. We about to end this, man. What song can we end it on, Jono?
I don't know. You do the one we haven't heard in a while.
Oh my God. I want to do, I gotta do I gotta say, what song can I do? Instrumental of, I don't know why I want to play this song. I hope I can get away with it.
I think with you just playing one song, you should be good, huh?
No, they get you. They get me.
Oh, they got an eye out for you then.
This song is, I don't know why I want to play this song, because it's sort of fit, but it don't fit. But it do fit. I hope I can get away with it. Come on. Oh, come on. I know what it is. Come on, y'all bury me. I know what it is. Master P for sure.
You don't want no DMX?
They let me do it. Come on. Oh, is that it? It's the middle? That's 3-6 Mafia. Oh, okay, that's the song. I'm sorry, I got the down. There we go. There it is. Here we go. Here we come. Here we go. I don't know why I want to play this.
Oh, okay, Jonathan W says just edit the last minute of the video to avoid copyrights.
Yeah, I'll probably do that. But
But I mean, you can do that on your YouTube studio to as far as trimming, because you can't add stuff on in the YouTube studio, but you can trim stuff out.
I'm gonna have to do that. But here we go. I found it. I don't know why I want to play this, but I just feel it.
So you want to know where to invest $1,000?
I don't want to invest my $1,000. Sorry, I want to keep it. But this is where I'm at right now. I don't know why. I don't know why I feel like this. Woo! Let's hit. Whoa! Woo! I don't know why I feel like. Woo! Boy, we out of here. That no limit. That's how I feel. So come on. Hey. That's the reason why I'm playing this song. We talked about boundaries. Cause I'm down
right.
Cause I'm down with my. Cause I'm down with my limit. With my dope limit. With my suit, zombie dog. With my dude, got my dude, Jono, and beautiful animated. Down here, so gotta get it perfect. Woo! What kind of show we can talk from God to doing no limit? Woo! Come on. We can't go to the clubs now, so you might as well get it in.
Right.
I don't know why I want to play this. I don't know why. I just want to go. Just want to back at the. I know in the club they be like, "What? What you say?" Woo! Man, down with the freaking class. If you don't, it's your own ass. Yeah. Peace. We about to be out of here. Whoa. Oh, wait a minute. Oh. I love it. Look at this. No mic. With the mic keep. I'm waiting for y'all content creators to get up, catch up with that. Hey. Get that food, baby. Down with the freaking class. If you don't get it, it's your own way. I gotta get that jerk chicken. I feel it. Oh, John, you got one? You got one more in you? You got one more song?
I'm good. I'm not even on the board today.
Oh, you're not even the board. Oh, no, man. I had to get that C murder in, man. I just felt it. Huh?
I'm feeling you.
I had to get that C murder in, man. I'm down with my thinking class Negroes. I didn't say it no other way.
That was a good way to end the live, for real.
Right. I'm gonna walk in the restaurant. Give me that jerk chicken. All right. Family. So next week, wait till Monday with our new series topic. At the thinking class, when spirituality and the game combines, you have the thinking class. And if you don't get it, it's your own ass fault. We out of here. Peace. Cameras off.
Okay.
Wow, y'all think they got it today?
We hope so. We gave them enough, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
Man, they got a 2-piece and a biscuit and gravy. I don't know.
That's what the song should be. The song should be, "Where's my chicken at?"
Man, What a great show. And that young man that came through.
Oh, that was priceless.
Mhm.
Priceless. You can't make this shit up, like they say.
You can't make this up.
Right.
Man.
No. Nah. That was awesome.
Wait a minute.
I loved it.
Hold on, we gotta stop the show. Hold on. I gotta pull the music. You ain't gonna believe who's in the background.
Who is it?
Man, you made me stop the show, man. I was ready to go get my chicken.
It's all right. I'll just try and beam it up real quick. I won't
There's
be long.
Bernie L, baby. Come on. What's going on, Bernie L? Give him some
What's
love.
How you doing?
Hey!
Salute, Jono. Salute, LDA. Beautiful animated.
What's going on?
Hey.
Just chiming in.
Man,
what's
Go. Let's go get it. 2022.
that's what I'm talking about.
Let's not slack off. Let's get it.
I'll
Go.
This is how we start in the new year.
Lose. Hey, if you gotta lose family members, friends, do. Hey, hell with it. Gotta do you.
That's right.
Facts.
You know?
Facts.
Gotta do you.
The man is here himself. Y'all need to show some love to Bernie L. He dropped a 50-piece this week. Shout out to Bernie L. Dude, I appreciate it, man. Shout out to you. I'm talking about to the Dairy.
Shout out to you, brother. Shout out.
All right. I was chiming in because I'm not trying to interrupt a man's, dinner. So, So enjoy your
channel, right? You got a channel, right?
Yes, I got a channel. I haven't loaded anything up. I'm working on the videos. I'm about to be dropping that, that idea. I'm gonna drop the first video. It's gonna be the customer's never right. So,
I can't wait.
Drop. But I might. But I might have to go probably faces on that because I don't want no doxing or anything. I gotta.
It's good. Do what you gotta do, man.
All right, LDA, Jono, and beautiful. I mean, everybody in chat, peace, and let's go.
Peace to you, brother. Peace to you.
Let's get out of here. Let's try this one more time, man. Let's try this one.
Okay, drop the cam.
Oh boy, let's try this one more time. Jesus Christ! I was trying to get out and get my chicken.
Where the chicken at? Where the chicken at?
Oh,
chicken.
That's a song.
We're gonna make one today. Chicken.
Where the chicken is? That's a song for real?
I don't know.
Just what you
Oh, man,
but it sounded good, didn't it?
I did. Man, forget y'all, man. I'm out of here, man. Y'all try to keep messing with me. I'm about to get this no limit soldier. I'm trying to get out of here. I gotta get my chicken. Hey. Woo! We out of here.
Yep.
Thank you, everybody. I appreciate you.
Thank you for having me.
You want that 3-6 month? Well, no, dude, come on. I'm from Bone Thugs. Don't let Busy Bone come up here. Don't let John. They forgot about that, didn't they? They forgot it. Wait, we gotta go. We ain't gonna start that. We ain't gonna start that now. You know what? Last time we did that, who showed up? What was his name? What's his name? Who was the Bone that came up? That was the Bone guy that came up. I can't think of his name. We had so much fun that day. Oh, man, I gotta go. What is MON? Oh boy. They play too much.
Grammarly?
Man, we gotta go. We gotta go. I'm sweating and everything, man. I got this steam heat going. But I do, But what you thought, man? I'm up in the building, man. What you talking about? Straight 105, man. 10-5. We up in here. Check it out. We going on a bone. Chicken and chicken and bone. Gotta get that chicken now. Gotta get that chicken.
And drink plenty of water.
Drink some water. With some chicken. Jerk chicken and some. I gotta go, man. We'll get out. I ain't going to start that up. We had too much fun. Peace. Let me end it now. They got the bone for they already served.